Coming up on today's FNN, we recap your Halloween costume contest.
Plus, how EK's weight room continues to evolve.
And we recap a big weekend of tournament action. Stay tuned for all that and more because FNN starts now. Happy Thursday, Falcons. I'm Volton Puchitona.
And I'm Damen Par. Hope you had a great Halloween and day off yesterday. East Kenwood's weightlifting program has students pushing their limits. Reporter Tess Saldivar was able to learn about this turnaround during her visit to the weight room.
Working out in weight room has improved. From benching to squatting, there's no time for slacking off. Coach Martins explains their process, which is key to the students starting their workout.
It was time for a change. We needed to be able to now lead you through all of our different core movement patterns that we do. So for example, we'll go for bench pressing, we'll go from the spotter to the lifter to whatever auxiliary movement that we're doing. Everything is keyed by music.
Students are now capable of focusing more on their core movements with this new way of weight room. Coach Martins says that students were ready for something different.
I think they were ready for a change. I believe they really like structure, they like discipline, they like organization. And the way we're doing things right now, it keeps everybody on task. We've become way more efficient, way more effective, and the amount of volume that we get in now compared to what we did previously with how we did our core movements is, it's immeasurable, really.
In these rotations, students are working more efficiently together, unlike the previous years where they had less drive into their execution. Silas talks about the environment now in weight room.
They count reps, it sets a good environment, it's intense, but it's a good environment to be in.
Now it's been proven weight training strengthens and improves athletic performance, and students can agree that they love weight training.
My favorite part of weight room is being able to live with my friends and just setting new goals and achieving those goals.
Stepping into the weight room, you can see the energy the students show now that this change was put in. At EK, I'm Tess Saldivar.
If you're an EK athlete or someone who wants to push themselves, be sure to explore weight training when it comes time to schedule.
Halloween always brings out the creativity here at EK, and this year was no different. Both teachers and students took part in the holiday and costume contests, and the entire West Wing got together to dress up as Rick. Other winners included the West Wing staff for their Rick costume, Landon Storms, Andrew Burton, and Cameron Singer for their group costume, and Gabrielle Passaro for her DIY costume. In the end, the overall winner of the costume contest was Roxanne Houghton.
It was amazing because I love Halloween and it's my favorite holiday.
Shout out to everyone that took part, and you can check out some of the best costumes by heading over to our Instagram page.
East Kenwood's theater department performed Falcon Night Live this past weekend and is getting ready for even more performances later this year. These past few days, I explored how theater has impacted students' lives and their quest to improve the theater experience for all. Mr. Melma, a teacher here at EK, has been in charge of the theater department for the past 20 years. He's seen many talented students grow and move on to pursue the acting profession. Mr. Melma explains that the theater department works what they have, but have many limitations to be able to fully expand their capabilities.
What we need is a proper performance space. At East Kentwood right now we share the auditorium, which is basically was designed primarily for music, which is wonderful. It's a wonderful space for our choirs, wonderful space for our music program. But as far as performing theater in that space, it's just not built for that.
Noah Wilder and B. Lewis are both seniors at EK and have been starring in performances for theater over the last 4 years. They both discuss how grit has played a factor in the success of their performances.
Just pouring everything into it, and you have to put everything into it to get the result you want.
Another senior, Paige Reynolds, says the experience through the eyes of the stage crew isn't as well known compared to the actors.
To see your creations on stage, so that's like a huge accomplishment. People don't know where it's coming from, but you know that that's yours.
From sports to academics, EK has tried to show off their growing talent on the field and on stage. From East Kenwood, I'm Damen Par. If you haven't seen Falcon Night Live, the final showing is November 3rd and 4th at 7:30 p.m. And the following week, the play Clue will be shown with a free entry for students and $5 for adults. That is it for your news today.
Now let's toss it over to Erica Large for your EK Sports Report.
Hey Falcons, it's your girl Erica, and this is your EK Sports Report. Bumping things off, we have girls volleyball. The girls had a shaky start earlier in the set, but Santana Eubanks hit a massive attack against the Wolves. The Lady Falcons went on to dominate the rest of the match, winning in straight sets and pulling away early. This one wasn't even a contest. A big win for the Falcons have them moving on. Our boys and girls cross country is running their way to states. The whole boys team has qualified for states, with Evan Nicolas taking 11th with a time of 16:25 and Isaac Tanis taking 7th with a time of 16:15. For girls, Ava Lawrence finished 6th with a time of 19:21, which qualifies her for state for the second year in a row. Ava says that she is so proud of her outcome and her strategy leading up to this great achievement.
I'm happy with it. I think maybe wanted to place a little bit higher, but I'm definitely proud of how far I've come, proud of the strategy that went into it, and my coaching, my teammates being able to support me.
Well, that does it for today's sports report. Now let's flip it back to the desk.
Thanks, Erica.
Well, that does it for today's episode. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and subscribe to Falcon News Network on YouTube, where you can catch sports live streams, previous episodes, and other great content. Have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow for our Friday episode.